Hi everyone, my name is Mike Yu, and I'm here to talk to you about Palate. It's a mobile app that's all about finding great food. So, I actually just flew in from New York, and so I thought it would be nice if I could give you an idea of what it's like to use Palate if you ever visit. So let's say you come to New York, and you've had a great day of tourism, you've seen all the sights, and you've seen some shows like Wicked or Phantom of the Opera. Then you're going to start looking for restaurants. Now in the US, we have a couple of really great services like Foursquare and Yelp, who are really good at helping you find good places to eat. So maybe you're looking for Greek food in the East Village. You just type it in, and you'll get a list of the different places. So that first one looks like Pylos. It looks pretty good. It's got over 800 reviews, and it's 4.5 stars. So you decide to go check it out. When you get there, you're very happy. It looks like a really nice place, the restaurant's clean, and you're pretty sure the food is going to be good. So when you open up the menu, you try to figure out, all right, well, what should I order? So when I look at this menu, and English is my first language, I still am not sure what's really good here. I can't really imagine what some of these dishes look like. So I kind of end up looking like this guy. He has no idea what to order. So there's a different solutions that you can actually do to get around this. So you might, for example, look at what other people are having. You might say, oh, that looks pretty good, I'll try that. Or you might ask the waiter. Now, asking the waiter, he might have different taste than you, or he might not speak the same language. So you really don't get all that much information. A lot of people nowadays also go back to looking at Yelp. So at the beginning, when you're looking at Yelp, you'll see a bunch of kind of random reviews with a lot of text, and then a collection of unsorted photos. In this example, there's 4 or 5 photos of the ceiling, which doesn't really help you figure out what to get. So that's where Palate steps in. So Palate helps you find the best dishes and drinks at a restaurant by transforming food photos into visual restaurant menus. So how does that actually work? Well, once you open up the app and you find Pylos, at the top you'll see different information about the restaurant. And at the bottom, you'll see the different menus. So for example, you want to look at the popular menu. These are the items that are going to be most popular here. You can scroll through and even tap on an item to find out more information. You'll see things like a detailed description or comments if people have left any. You can also bookmark it for later. But maybe you actually just want to look at the entire dinner menu. Well, you just scroll down to the dinner menu. And at the top, you'll see all of the different sections of that menu which correspond to the physical menu in front of you. You can scroll down to any of these sections. If you want to indicate something's good, you just upvote that particular item, and then you can also give it a rating. Maybe it was like 4 or 5 stars, whichever you feel like. And if you want to add a photo to it, you just hit add photo. You'll see that we actually already know the location you're at, as well as what you're having. You can add a caption, give it a rating, as well as add any social networks you want to post to outside of Palate. Now, a lot of people are big Instagrammers, and a lot of people take food photos of their Instagram. So we've actually made it really easy to bring in all of those photos. All you have to do is use hashtag #myPalate and name that particular dish. Once you've done that, you add a location, for example, Pylos for this restaurant, and you just tap it in. Now, when you add that photo to Instagram, it'll automatically get imported to Palate, and that's it. So where is Palate today? Well, we have over 2,000 dishes tagged at over 450 restaurants, and we're operating mostly in the East and West Villages, but we plan to cover Manhattan by the end of September 2016. Right now, we're still in product development, but we're focusing on user engagement. So in terms of user engagement, we found that 76% of our users return within a week. We've also found that on average, users spend about 6 minutes per session. So we're still trying to figure out the estimated revenue models. But from the ones that we're looking at, we've estimated it to be about $5. The question about who's actually willing to pay this? Well, the restaurant and alcohol industry spends about $8.6 billion on advertising, and $1 billion of that is for digital advertising. Specifically, there's a great trend that it's about a 40% year-on-year increase. So who's behind Palate? There's myself. I'm a full-stack developer. I'm also an MBA. We have Grace, who's our community manager, and she's also studying communications at NYU. And we have Annie, who's our operations person, who's also a background in design. Just to let you know, in a few months, we're going to be starting to raise our seed round, in which case we'll be raising approximately 1 million US. So if you're ever in New York, you decide to visit, and you want to look for some great food, come check us out. We're on the App Store, or you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. It's Palate_HQ. Like, guys, if you want to just email me and maybe you want to grab a drink at a bar, my email is michael.u@palatehq.com. Thank you.